Hey everybody, this is Cody922 here. Welcome to Cody Talks Fandom, episode number 41. And we got to it, guys, to the other interview. No musician this time around. It couldn't be worked out for this particular cycle. So musician will be included in the next one, and I will be doing an interview in that one. Other won't be a category in the next one, though, because I got my only other that I had in this one. So the reasoning behind the other category was the fact that this person, well, if I said their profession, you probably would have figured out who it was. So I decided to stick with the ever so vague other and keep people on their toes, and it worked. Now we are finally to the interview, and this is a profession that I've never had on this show before. The primary way that I associate this person with is photography, mostly because it's in their name, and but they've also done some cosplay work, and most notably in terms of that one, they've got a character in the show based off of one of their cosplays. Everybody, please welcome to the show, Soulfire Photography.
Hey guys.
I'm excited to have you on the show. Like I said, never had a photographer on the show before. And photography has always been an interesting field to me because it is like the one field that you can look at a photo, even if it's just on a phone. You can look at a picture taken by a professional photographer, and you can look at a picture taken by, like, you know, me, some schmuck, me, and it would be like, I can tell that there's a difference there. What's the difference? I don't know. Like, you can't tell the difference, but you'd always know that there is one.
Yeah.
So it's just, I don't know, it's an interesting field to me. It always has been. So I'm excited to have you on the show.
Well, I'm glad to be here.
And as I also did mention, you have done cosplay work. And the character that you had, the female Roman Torchwick that you see in the bottom left and bottom right-hand corner, that, design-wise, that became Neo. So that's the character that I was referring to for people who were unaware. And today, I have 30 questions for you.
Oh, God.
Including... Oh God! No, it's all right. No, don't worry. They're good, including one. I did forget to do something. I forgot to count. 2, 3, 4. I'm missing one. I counted 4, but I think that there's more. I think I fucked up and I missed. All right, you're at about 4 viewer submitted questions
awesome.
Officially, but there's also some that that are in the comments area, which would appear in story time for the most part, except one of them will actually appear in the actual interview, but it's just kind of like it didn't fit in with the questions list. It's not really a question that goes in the questions list, so it was just a bit odd. But I do have some things that are included in the 3 things in total actually included in the bonus comments section.
All right.
So, are you ready?
Yep.
How'd you first discover RWBY?
Well, actually, being friends with Monty for a long time really helps. My boyfriend Daniel was friends with Monty before I was, and he ended up inviting Monty out to a PAX East party a few years ago. Monty comes out, they dance battle. I'm not kidding. It was fantastic. And Monty, afterwards, they're just chilling, and I'm trying to make sure that, you know, no one is noticing who's here. Luckily, PAX East is pretty chill about that. And Monty pulls out his phone, and he starts going through, like, some artwork that's been done. And he's like, yeah, no, this is the next trailer that's coming out, and this is the other one. And we just start looking through it. And it's just ridiculous, because as soon as we saw this, we were like, cosplay is going to just latch on to this show, and it's going to explode.
Well, you weren't wrong. Also, don't know how that didn't occur to me. that would be the answer.
Yep.
Just didn't. So, whoops. All right. Next question. What was the first cosplay you remember seeing?
Oh, good Lord. I was at Katsucon. I guess it was the first Katsucon after the Red trailer came out, and there was a RWBY cosplayer there, and she was just phenomenal. It was probably the first RWBY cosplay I saw, both in person and posted anywhere on the internet. I can't remember her name for the life of me, but it was beautiful.
Shout out to that person. whoever you may be. It's fine if you don't remember the
I'll
name.
have to take a look. I'll have to look for it again.
Most people don't remember the names of these things. They're just like, yeah, I can link you for later. I'm like, cool. Then I never asked for the link, so it's all right. So you're good. What made you decide to cosplay / photograph for RWBY?
Oh man. Well, I kind of fell in love with Yang. As soon as her trailer came out, I was like, I'm doing this. It's happening. And I ended up cosplaying her at Colossal Con like a week and a half later. My friend Mariel is a magical seamstress. She's made essentially all of my RWBY costumes, and she works super fast and super efficient, and her work is gorgeous. And I ended up cosplaying Yang after that trailer because I fell in love with her character. And after that, I began to get to know the RWBY fandom itself, because I guess it helps that I know some of the animators and I knew Monty. And going from that to getting to know the fandom itself, you really get to see how people are so passionate about the series. And seeing that sort of energy made me really want to work with RWBY cosplayers.
Yeah, it is an energetic and talented fandom, to say the least.
Yes, that is very true.
A colorful group of characters.
Yep.
I almost asked the same question twice. First of the viewer submitted questions, what cosplay would you most like to cosplay in the future? And this one is from Iron Wang.
Oh, yes. Okay. Cosplays that I can talk about. Well, I really want to get Yang's Huntress costume done. That's kind of been in the works. It was put on the back burner. And I was contemplating Raven, but I really don't, so far I don't really connect with her character, so I'm going to say Huntress Yang for the next one.
Huntress Yang?
Yeah, her secondary outfit.
Oh, okay. Is that how they're called? Huntress
I'm pretty sure that's what it's
Yang?
called.
Okay.
I could be a terrible person and be completely wrong.
It's fine. I have, honestly, all I've ever thought of them as is alternate outfit or second, or they own other articles of clothing.
Yes.
It's like that one. It's like the one other outfit that characters own in cartoons.
Yeah. No, they'll go
them
from their school uniform and then their pajamas, and that's it.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Gonna be honest, forgot about both of those.
Yes.
Forgot about both of those things. They do wear other clothing. Just forgot. All right. Next question is, once again, another viewer submitted one, and it's still from Iron Wang. What do you... wait, what? Oh, okay. What do you most want to achieve with your cosplays and with your photography? Like, do you want to be well known? Do you want to take it forwards into a career? Or just keep having fun, etc.?
As per cosplay, I'm just going to keep having fun. I've had a lot of people suggest cosplays to me, and for me, it's, if I don't connect with the character, I'm not going to do it, because it'll just be terrible. Like, if someone suggests that I cosplay Magical Girl, I'm going to be the worst Magical Girl in the entire world. It's going to be horrible. As per photography, I've been trying to form it into a profession. I do a lot of weddings, I do engagement shoots, but for cosplay photography, for me, it's a way to think outside the box. It's a way for me to stretch my imagination creatively. Like, I guess for cosplay photography wise, my name is becoming decently well known. I honestly don't pay attention. I don't associate my face with my name. So it's literally just my work that's out there.
Yeah, it's your photography. I can say, at least for like the group of people that I talk to within the fandom, which is, I'm going to say it, is the more popular section of the fandom, like the popular people of the fandom. You're mostly known for photography, not cosplay.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
Well, and that's also how I think of you as well.
Yeah.
So it doesn't hurt that your name is Soulfire Photos.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
Photography, which, by the way, it's Soulfire Photos because because I couldn't fit anything else in there.
Oh, that's perfectly fine.
Under Soulfire Photography, that would have just been a mess.
Yeah, that's way too big.
It was, yeah. So I can say that at least, like, that's how you're kind of known for. I can tell you that there's some people like my girlfriend Julie, she thinks of you as cosplay first. I think she does anyways. But that's just kind of like the realm that she exists in. But it's just like, But first and foremost, it's photography, and you're the first person to, or right after I asked you onto the show for the interview, and you said yes. You posted a picture, and it was a cosplay picture. And I think it was of Cinder.
Yes,
I think it was of.
That's my friend. Yeah.
And I reblogged it and put it into the Cody Talks Fandom tag because I like to put stuff in the Cody Talks Fandom tag as both a reference for me and for other people. And I put that one in there, and I was like, I just realized that I'm putting this in there literally for the picture that was taken for the picture and for the edit. So it's like, here, people, when this comes out. So you can find that in the Cody Talks Fandom tag on Tumblr. And I think it was of Cinder. I can't remember.
Yeah, it was my friend Brittany as Cinder. I was taken at Katsucon this year. I can't quite put out the full photo yet. I have a collection of RWBY photos that I'm having to hold back from posting, but they exist and they look amazing, and I'm excited for when I get to post them.
I'll be excited as well. Yep, there it is. Yeah. Zoranovoid?
Yeah.
Okay. Man, that was going to be an adventure in my inability to pronounce things.
Exciting.
Thanks for the bailout.
It's all good.
All right. Next question. Who's your favorite character?
Okay. I think my favorite character is Torchwick right now. It's definitely Torchwick.
He's wonderful.
I love Yang, but cosplaying Torchwick is easily my favorite thing to do.
The wonderful, sassy piece of shit that he is.
Yes.
He's so lovable. Well,
he is.
He's really. I'm not gonna say lovable. He's so. I don't know. There's something about him that I just like. He's the worst.
He is. He's Torchwick.
He is. He really, really is. But I love him.
Yeah.
You either love him or you hate him, and I fell on the other end of that. So.
Absolutely.
Which character do you associate with yourself the most?
Well, I guess it's kind of complicated. I see a bit of myself in Yang because she's almost too cocky. She's too cocksure. She's arrogant. She's very prideful. She knows what she can do, and she knows how to do it. Like, I completely understand that, and it's something that she kind of tries to hide behind bravado, but also how much she cares for RWBY. Just, she would do anything for RWBY. I think Yang is the one that I associate the most with, but I do have my Torchwick days. Where I'm out to sass people, so it's still a toss up between those two.
What is your favorite ship?
Well, I was actually talking to Miranda about this the other day. Mirzers, if you guys, I was talking to her about this the other day,
That's great.
and I kind of enjoy like the antagonistic relationship. Like, I know if Mercury and Emerald do get together, it's not going to last long, but it's going to be hilarious. That sort of thing. But other than that, no, I just Bumblebee is really just kind of nice because it's there, but it's not like slapping you in the face.
That is maybe the best way that I've ever heard anybody describe Bumblebee.
Well, it is. I mean, they started out as just really good friends, and then that's the basis of what it is.
Yeah, that's and like I'm saying, that is a great way of describing it. I never would have thought of describing it. It's there, but it doesn't slap. I mean, that was beautiful. You should run this show.
Oh Lord, no.
What cosplayers / photographers do you draw inspiration from?
Oh man. I'll start with photographers because I actually have a list that I just follow to see what they're doing, how they're doing it. Zhang Jingna, zemotion. She's a Chinese photographer. She's amazing. I've been following her work for years, and she's such an inspiration. Another photographer is Wong. You might have seen his skyscraper superhero series. He had cosplayers come out onto the top of a skyscraper and lay on the side of it, and then he took a top-down shot, and you just see the cosplayer focused, and below them is literally just the entire skyscraper, and then you see like tiny little cars. I get vertigo looking at it, but they're pretty. Like, they're really well done.
Yeah, I have seen this.
Yeah,
I just googled it
really
fast.
Nice.
The
His
first
underwater shots are nice too.
First one that comes up is Hellgirl.
Yes, he did a really good Mystique one that I enjoy too because it's really clean. As for other photographers, I draw a lot of inspiration from the photographers that I surround myself with. A lot of my friends. Corwin, Mindfall Photography. There's Stephanie, Skwinkography. God, who do I just like chat with? Oh, Sorairo-days, Sarah Sugarman. I actually worked with her this past weekend. She was in RWBY, and I'm looking forward to that shot. I really like it's interesting because a lot of my cosplay inspiration merges with my photography inspiration nowadays, because you're seeing a lot of people who do both. And from that, I've been just kind of merging out because I've met a lot of my closest friends and cosplay inspirations through my photography. Like, a lot of my North Carolina crew is really inspirational. We have Cody, we have Dee and Mariel. Those three have been like a huge support, but also seeing them cosplay what they love is amazing. But going beyond that and looking out into the RWBY fandom, I probably have a list of like 20 names that I follow people just because they love what they do, you know?
Yeah.
And through this show, I've gotten to know Iron Wang, Rage. Who else? I got to know Clio before this show, kind of. We spoke a little bit before. I met Mirzers through another. We bonded over people stealing our work. That was fun. But it's my cosplay inspirations are just like everywhere. It's hard to really pin it down. Oh, Sheena. How could I forget Sheena? Oh my god. I'm a terrible person. No. Sheena has become a really good friend of mine, and she's an amazing source of inspiration.
All right. That's I love Mirzers and we bonded over people stealing.
We did. It was really bad. It was really bad. Like, I think,
but you got a great friendship out of it.
Oh, absolutely. Like, in one conversation, I sent out 2 cease and desists. It was amazing.
Oh my god, that's pretty funny. Speaking of Clio, though, might as well use this as a segue. This is one of the comments. This is the comment that will be included in the actual interview thing. So, hey, you're still here. You're not in story time.
Yay!
Do you plan to visit a con/expo in the UK so I can start crying over the Halo CAMS uniform?
Yes! No, I really want to. I know Sheena's hitting up MCM coming up soon, and I'm gonna try to get from her the finances that went into that. So I could start saving up, because I really want to come out to the UK. I went there when I was a kid, and I loved it, and I haven't been back since, but I would love to get out there for a con. It would be amazing. Also, yes, those uniforms, please.
Sounds. What are those, by the way? I don't actually know what those uniforms are.
Forward Unto Dawn. The military school that's involved in that, they had just these beautiful white and black uniforms. And beyond that, I kind of fell in love with that. And then I remembered how much I loved Miranda Keyes, and she's always in her uniform. So I'm just kind of like juggling the 2 ideas, but I really just want to be in Halo military uniforms all the time.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Solid. What's your favorite AU?
Ooh. I've been staying out of a lot of the RWBY fandom ever since everything went down in Austin. But whenever you brought up this interview with me, I started to do a lot more research because I realized I had just fallen out of checking everything on Reddit and Tumblr. I've seen the Ruby Rock AU. It's really well done. I'd love to do like a formal shoot for that because a lot of people have some great designs, but the photography for it is just kind of, it's not there yet because they haven't been able to set up a shoot.
Yeah.
So,
Shout out to
you know,
Riot.
hey. But also, it was the Call of Duty universe. I think that's what it was. Was it the military
Battlefield?
one or the? Yes, thank you.
The one that Riot and Clio did.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
that
saw
was
that
Battlefield.
and I died. Like it was hilarious.
Oh, man, it's great. I also love. I was talking to Riot. I don't know if they told you this, but I was talking to Riot, and we were and I was referring to the Battlefield AU because it had just been after Riot did the Battlefield AU, and it was just like they call it the McRifle. They call Pierre's rifle the McRifle because it looks like it looks like a Happy Meal toy.
It does. It's the color scheme.
It's just I just started laughing, and I was laughing in post because I didn't realize that they were calling it the McRifle because of McDonald's.
Until afterwards.
I didn't realize it until afterwards, and I started laughing in post. It was really funny.
Oh, there's another AU that I mentioned because I was watching Tron, and I posted about it on Twitter because I went onto Tumblr and I just typed in Tron RWBY and there's like nothing. What is wrong with you guys? Create this fandom. Do you like this AU? Tron and RWBY would be amazing.
Somebody do it.
Someone please. Like I've seen some artwork of it, but not enough. I need more because I love Tron.
Somebody else do it. I'm busy.
I can't draw. I take pictures.
If you could have any dream prop, what would it be? And this is from Crescent Rose, aka how the hell did you get that URL?
Yeah. No, like I see her on Tumblr all the time. Hi. Dream prop. I'm just gonna stick with RWBY for this one. Like dream prop as in it still works.
Sure.
Okay, if we're sticking with it.
I didn't make this question.
No. Okay, so if we're sticking with it still working, like it should, I have two of them. One is Oobleck's coffee mug.
Oh, the thermos.
Because I constantly have coffee with me, and if I could turn that into a weapon, that would be amazing. Second is the gun scythe, and if not rubies, then crows. Like, I'm probably gonna love the weapon as soon as I see it.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. God, I remember before Volume 2, I don't even remember what it was, but Monty said Oobleck's weapon is ridiculous.
Oh, it's amazing.
I didn't realize that ridiculous meant like a flyer bat coffee thermos.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that's what it meant.
I remember visiting, I think it was 2 years ago, two and a half, whenever I did the fashion shoot with Monty. Whenever we finished that up, Daniel and I were just kind of relaxing in the studio. This was before they switched to the bigger place. And I think we saw Patrick drawing the thermos. And I looked down and I was like, it telescopes out to a weapon. He's like, yep. And I'm like, this is amazing.
So
it's the most beautiful thing in the world.
It's so ridiculous. It's just, and then he used it to bat fireballs. Why? It's just like...
I mean, Oobleck is another character that I kind of identify with. I'm going to throw back to that real quick because he's just so manic. He's so passionate about what he does. And it's like you put him into a room with just like skeletons and he'd be able to tell you everything that is there. Mm-hmm. It's the best thing in the world to me.
He's fantastic. And only Joel Heyman could pull off that voice. I've heard people try to do the Oobleck voice. You just can't. Like, it's too quick.
You can't.
God,
He's had practice. He's had practice.
He has had practice, but it's impressive.
Yeah.
Very impressive. Next question. Best experiences in the fandom.
Best experiences in the fandom. Let's see. I have a lot of really good experiences in the fandom. Asking me to pick the best one is going to be a little hard.
Yeah, it's a pretty open-ended question.
I mean, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Open-ended questions are very good. Not to take this into a sadder realm, but I'm going to go with the support everyone down in Austin got after Monty's passing. Like, I was putting up posts because I had to get my thoughts out. I had to put them somewhere. I had to see them. And a lot of it was me trying to figure out how to deal with losing one of my closest friends. And just the support on Tumblr and then on Reddit, it was amazing. Like, there was just not only this huge outpouring of grief, but also the community turning to the crew that was down in Austin for everything and then just doing what they could to help. It was amazing. I'm going to be forever grateful for that.
Definitely was an incredible thing to witness from an outside view, I guess, really.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
I was a part of the fandom, so it was just, I don't know, weird month, but an incredible time. That's a good.
I'm so proud of you guys.
That's a great choice. It was a really
Yeah.
great choice for this one. Aside from cosplay and photography, are there any other mediums you express your creativity in?
I write.
Do you?
I don't consider myself very good, but I do some writing because it helps me learn to put things into perspective correctly. Because as a photographer, you kind of go in with a really narrowed point of view, and then you look at it to create something more from that. And with cosplay, it's still a pretty narrowed point of view because you are this character. That's what you're wearing. You don't see the big picture, but with writing, you don't have much of a choice.
Interesting. I don't know. I didn't think you would write.
No, I mean,
Out of all the things,
it's not that
just
good. I used to be really, really bad. I was a mechanical engineering major, and with that, you have to be really concise with your writing. You have to be like, you have to get to the point. There's no fluff pieces. There's nothing.
Yeah.
And after I spent more time around my boyfriend, Daniel, who is an incredible writer, and another friend of mine who's working on a book series right now, Risa, it's really helped me figure out how to expound upon what I have already.
What's your favorite? Oh wait. Oh yeah. There. Okay. I did. This is the right question. What's your favorite cosplay excluding your own?
What's my favorite cosplay? What?
Excluding your own.
Excluding my own.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
I'm also going to make that include photo shoots
Okay.
that you've done.
Okay, well, I'm kind of biased. I love my boyfriend's Torchwick. He's by far the sassiest Torchwick I've ever worked with. Outside of my obvious bias. Let's see. I ran into a Weiss cosplayer at Katsucon. I had never seen this version, this fan art of Weiss before. I have her page pulled up. I need to find it.
Okay.
Where is it? But it was beautiful. Like the details, it's almost like Regency, but not quite. Lacey Toyama. She has another name on Tumblr, I think. I can't remember.
Lacee-girl?
Yes, I think that's her.
Okay.
She cosplays Emerald as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, her Weiss. It's so gorgeous. It's so pretty. It's flowy, and I got some pictures of it, and I'm still trying to get through everything from Katsucon. But I saw that, and it was just gorgeous. Let's see. I met a really good Neptune that year as well. I haven't been able to find him, but he had his hair dyed the perfect shade, and I saw him like across the lobby of the entire hotel, and I saw the hair color. I was like, please let that be a Neptune. Oh, let's see. But I'm also really partial to Sheena's Pyrrha. It's easily one of the cleanest cosplays I've seen, and it's so fun to photograph.
That Pyrrha is incredible.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
It's really, really gorgeous.
It is. And her Neo. Don't get me started.
It's also
Don't get me started on her Neo.
Yeah, Sheena is obviously very...
It's not fair.
Sheena's obviously a very prolific cosplayer within
Oh, absolutely.
this fandom. She's very good at what she does. She's a lot of fun to see and a lot of fun to. I actually got to meet Sheena at RTX last year, and that was fun. But I'm like an awkward person in real life, and I'm bad with talking to people. I know in real
the
life,
feeling.
So it was could have gone smoother, but
there's another pair of cosplay I stumbled upon. I noticed hers because of the fabric she used for the hip skirt, Obliviousham Cosplay. And
Obliviousham Cosplay.
Yeah, I'll need to send you the link. That's what her Facebook page is. But the fabric that she used is just gorgeous. Like, it's so pretty. Like, I look at these things like a photographer because I look at it and I'm like, that would photograph well. That would be beautiful in a camera.
It's a beautiful name.
Yes, I know, right?
Oh my god, I was just sitting here laughing about the name.
Ham. No, it's true. It's true. And I met a really good son at Katsucon, close-ish cosplay. He was really sassy. I've met a lot of amazing RWBY cosplayers at Katsucon. They
that
all
are also
had...
really sassy.
Oh, also sassy. They all had like this great energy to them. It was amazing.
How do you deal with negative criticism?
Well, I mean, negative criticism is always another insight to your work itself. I mean, no one is going to have the same opinion of what you do. It's just another pair of eyes. And you can take it or leave it. Because sometimes there's constructive negative criticism. And then there's assholes. Yeah. So you could just sift through it. And if a person is being a jackass about it, you just ignore them.
That is great advice.
Yep. That's the only way I've stayed sane in any sort of artistic community.
It's the only way you can.
Yep.
That's why artists go mad. It's because of people. What is your personal favorite part about your cosplay and photography?
I love the fact that I can wear my cosplay while doing photography. I'm not kidding. I have seen so many people who do both cosplay and photography, but the cosplay itself is not photography friendly. But I pride myself in being able to do amazing photography while in Torchwick, Yang, and Neo. It's all good.
Wow. I just love that idea of like Torchwick taking a picture of like, let's do this example. Torchwick taking a picture of Cinder. That is a hilarious image in my head.
He shoots people and he shoots people. So it works.
That's fair. That's fair. The only kind of shooting he'll do for Cinder for right now.
For right now, yeah.
For right now. I say for right now because that is Julie's favorite theory is that Torchwick or she says if Cinder does die, she wants it to be by Roman's hand.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun.
That would be so much fun.
So, yeah. But I just love the idea of like that happening.
I love fan theories.
Fan theories are absurd when you watch some of this stuff. I mean, it's
when
just...
you know a lot about the show itself that hasn't come up yet, looking through fan theories is like the best thing in the world. It's like Christmas.
It is. How many times do you come across the one fan theory? Let's throw out that Penny's a robot and that Blake's a cat, right? Like, let's throw those two out there because we all saw that one coming.
Oh, absolutely.
How many times do you like look at fan theories and it's just like, oh, they came close. It's like, oh,
you're close.
They got it. Or is it like
so close?
How often does that happen? Like, how often does that
Every
happen?
once in a while, you get that. Every once in a while, but it's also like the idea of you put a bunch of monkeys in a room. Shakespeare is going to eventually come out. There's so many fan theories out there.
That's fair.
Someone is.
Are you calling us monkeys?
Get it. No. No, I'm not. Well, there are parts of the RWBY fandom that are more unsavory than others.
Let's not talk about those.
No, they're very loud. But no, like there is sometimes the fan theories have gotten so close, and I'm so proud. I'm just like you guys are so creative. I love it.
Are you surprised by the success of your photography and cosplay?
Yes. Every day. Every single day. I'm surprised whenever any of my posts get more than like 5 comments or likes or shares or anything like that. For me, my work it's very personal. So whenever someone likes something, it's essentially liking a part of me. So it's always really surprising.
It's fair. Everybody's favorite answer is yes to that question. How often do you encounter creativity block or general lack of motivation, and how do you manage to overcome it and continue creating such great pieces?
All the time. I deal a lot with depression, and that's the sort of thing that just drains creativity. And the way that I just kind of work past it is uh, I'll put on Pacific Rim in the background and I'll just force myself to get to work. Like, I absolutely have to just plow through it, because if I don't, then I'm just going to sit there and be unhappy that I didn't get anything done.
What do you do to get ready for a photo shoot?
Research. I research whatever I'm going to be whatever I'm ending up shooting, and I try to figure out if I'm going to be doing something in post, then how to shoot so that I can do that most effectively in post. And sometimes, depending on what needs to get done, I put together a playlist. Because if it's like, if it's a horror shoot, it needs to be a little bit more tense in atmosphere. And while I can translate that through a camera, it's really difficult for the person in front of the camera to do it. So you just have to kind of put that together for them.
Interesting. I was about to say apart from the technical side of things, but I'm glad that you saw through that one.
Oh, yeah.
Because I would have just been like, oh, yeah, well, I set up the tripod. And
Oh, God, no.
the camera set
No,
up.
I'm not going to go through that.
Yeah, this is just like, really glad you didn't do that, because I realized what I said as soon as I said it. What are your general thoughts on your cosplay and photography?
My cosplay is... in my opinion, it's generally pretty weak, but it's also along the same lines of I can't sew worth shit, so I throw money at my friends. So I love working with them because they love what they do, and I love giving them money for something that they love to do. So I enjoy cosplay, but I think it's pretty weak, but I still enjoy it. As for my photography, it's getting there. It's pretty strong. There's a lot I'm doing to change and evolve and learn more. I'm always learning more, so.
All right. That's forever one of my favorite mental images, is just whenever people say I throw money at them.
Oh, yeah.
That's forever. Like, every single time they say that.
I think I did that. I think I did that for Mariel once.
Did you really?
Yes, I did. Pretty sure.
Here.
Take it.
I just love that mental image so much. I don't know why, it makes me laugh I have a bad sense of humor. I just laugh I just laugh at everything. Do you think photography gets easier with time, or now that you're more experienced, do you find it harder to... Fuck. I was so close to perfect. I forgot to change one thing. I'm so sad.
It's okay.
I'm just going to do that. Alright. Do you think photography gets easier with time, or now that you're more experienced, do you find it harder to take photographs than when you were younger and didn't know as much?
Now that I'm more experienced, I've come to realize that there's a lot more for me to learn than I realized. So for me, it gets harder as time goes on, because I start to realize there's so much more I could know. And as soon as someone sits down and they're like, oh yeah, I know everything, that's when they stop growing. And that's a problem.
That's a really good answer. Is it intimidating to look at your own work with increasingly critical and knowledgeable eyes, or is it inspiring to see how far you've come from when you first started out?
I'd say both. It's intimidating because when I look at my work, I see what's wrong. I see where I apparently tried to do a shortcut and it didn't work out, but no one else sees it, but I do. But also at the same time, I do look back at my work from even 2 years ago, and it's crazy how far I've come from that.
All right. What have you learned from your work?
I have learned how to deal with people. I'm really, really terrible with people. I used to just like hide. But through photography, I've learned how to interact properly and how to like learn to read people better. I've had to learn how to do that because there are some people who come to me purely to use my work without my permission. I've had that happen before. I've had people try to become my friends to use me for my work, and I've had to really learn how to read people from the get-go.
All right. How do you manage your time?
I don't.
Another popular answer to that question.
I try. I really try. One way that I manage my time is making lists and having those lists where I can see them at all times. Like, I'll have the same list on my phone and on my laptop just in case. Or one thing I've also learned is that I've set up a playlist where it has multiple soundtracks going through it, and they're all just different enough that as soon as it switches, I know that it's been an Ender's Game worth of time. You know, like,
Okay.
as soon as I finish up a soundtrack, I need to take a break, look at how far I've come, figure out where I am, because I lose track of time just so quickly.
Next question, though. If you could work on a story with any other photographer and Oh, wait, what? Aw, damn it. Two strikes. Damn it. If you could work with any other photographer and cosplayer, who would it be with and why? The two stipulations to this one: you cannot have worked with them previously.
Okay.
And one in fandom, one out of fandom.
All right. Cosplayer. I'd say cosplayer and fandom. I really want to work with Mirzers' female Neptune. I love that wig.
Oh, yeah.
The wig is beautiful. She makes a gorgeous, gorgeous Neptune. Out of fandom. Oh, good lord. Okay, out of RWBY fandom, I'm going straight into the BioWare fandom because that is my baby.
Well, that's legal.
There are some amazing Dragon Age cosplayers out there that I really, really want to work with. There's a Cole cosplayer. I cannot remember their name, but they're Russian, and they look perfect. I need to go back through my Tumblr and find them because the cosplay is phenomenal. As per photographers in fandom, I actually know quite a few of the photographers in the RWBY fandom because they kind of come through me at the same time. Good lord. Let's see. I really want to work with Sorairo-days, Sarah. Her photography is just gorgeous. It's elegant. It's really, really pretty. Out of fandom, let's see. Out of fandom photography.
I also probably should have said this before.
I was like, what?
They don't have to be alive. So if it's like, I would really like to work with Ansel Adams, just as an example. I
would never work with him. No.
Listen, I had to think
Jingna.
of popular photographers that are dead.
Yeah, no, Zhang Jingna. Absolutely. I would love to work with her, or at least even be around her when she works.
All right. Good answers.
Yeah.
And the next one is the last viewer submitted question. Officially on the list, there are still some things that I have to address that I forgot about briefly, but this one's from Iron Wang once again. Are there any cosplayers in the fandom that you would like to photograph one day?
That I haven't listed, then no, but actually, I mean, other than, Iron Wang, Clio, Lacee-girl, there is a Yang cosplayer that I stumbled upon the other day, Lumis Mirage. Her Yang is just the fabrics that she used. They just look gorgeous. I'll have to send you the link, but her her Yang cosplay is phenomenal. I'd love to photograph that.
This question is very important to the list, and you should probably take your time on answering this one. Pancakes or waffles?
Okay, so here's the catch. I'm gluten intolerant. However,
So-
when going with the gluten intolerant, recipes
Yeah.
for waffles and pancakes have the superior recipes, and they taste better than gluten-free waffles.
I'm not surprised by that, actually.
Yeah,
I'm
add some
not at
chocolate
all.
chips in, and I'm good.
All right. Man, that was a plot twist I never expected from this question. I don't know how. All right, final 3 questions now. This one's my favorite question. This is the next one. I'm stripping away photography. I'm stripping away cosplay for this. What do you think your reputation is within the fandom?
Oh, Jesus. I'm generally pretty supportive, but I do have a temper, and I suffer no fools. So I wouldn't be surprised if I'm pretty well known for telling people when they need to fucking stop. But other than that, I do my best to support anyone and everyone in this fandom. So I'd like to think that I'm supportive.
I'd say you are. That is man, my favorite reaction to that question is and forever will be Riot's, because I was just like, stripping away cosplay, what do you think your reputation is within the fandom? And then Riot was just like, oh, well, it's RWBY Rock. And I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. All right, so I'm stripping away RWBY Rock as well. RWBY Rock and cosplay. You're gonna take RWBY Rock from me.
It's like, you can't have this.
It was just like,
It's no longer yours.
they were so hurt. It was really funny. Spent like 10 minutes trying to answer that question. That was great.
Yeah.
Final 2 questions, the staples of the show. What is the question you get asked the most?
Other than people asking if I can come to cons,
That counts.
I get asked so often to come to just various cons, and really the interest is flattering and it's amazing, but I have no money. I am in between jobs right now,
Yeah.
and I have no money. So I have to keep saying I'm not going to cons. I feel really bad because these people are just, they're so nice, and I just can't make it.
Yeah. Which is fair.
Yeah.
And the last question on the list. What is the biggest piece of advice that you can give to aspiring cosplayers and to aspiring photographers?
Don't ever listen to someone when they say you can't do it. If someone tells you that you shouldn't do this, or you can't do it, or it's not something that's done, unless it's something illegal, obviously, just don't listen to them, because a lot of art is passion, and as soon as someone takes that away, it's useless.
That was really good advice. And with that, that is going to conclude the questions portion of the interview. So next part, which you actually came prepared for. You're the first person to do so. Or second person to do so. Well, second party to do so. I say party because Ali and Rio are 2 people, but they had 1 interview. Are there any people specifically that you would like to give a shout out to? Since I will not link everybody that you mentioned, any people specifically that you would like to give a shout out to that will be linked in the description below.
Oh, good lord. Shout out to, well, first of all, Sheena for putting up with me. I am way too overprotective, and she's been an amazing friend. Mariel, to her for working with me and willingly listening to me being like, hey, I need this jacket soon,
Okay.
please. Definitely Mirzers, Miranda, for just being a great friend and helping me deal with a lot of the art issues that come with the RWBY fandom. And I'm just gonna put Clio and Iron Wang together because they're just super fantastic to talk to on Tumblr. It's always fun. I really enjoy that.
Is that it?
I think so.
Okay. I thought there was gonna be more. I was just sitting here like ready
I mean,
to
it's
type.
it's gonna be like if I do keep going on, it's just I mean, a lot of it
Listen,
is
it's up to you,
people that I've
so.
already spoken with. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
those are the main ones, I think.
Yeah, it's up to you to shout out who you will. So yeah, I'm
Those
just
are
the
the
one
main
that
ones.
I'm just the one that dictates when everything goes. that's just all I'm here for. I just
Yeah.
run the thing. So with that, that is going to conclude the interview or this episode of Cody Talks Fandom. I want to thank Soulfire for coming on the show. It's been a lot of fun to have you on, and I'm looking forward to editing an episode of this that's not 5 hours long. It's a really, really refreshing change of pace because that's been my past few interviews. It's been like 5-6
no
hours.
big.
So thank you for keeping it to under 2.
Do what I can.
So reminders, I don't know when this will come out. So this is either coming out on I don't have a calendar up and I don't know why I don't. I probably should. So this is either coming out on the 13th, or later than that. The reason it,
Okay.
So if you do find it later than that, it might not be the case. But if this comes out on the 13th, reminder that there will be no episode of Cody Talks Fandom until the 27th. Due to the fact that I do have finals coming up, so I will edit this as quickly as I possibly can, and then afterwards, after this comes out, there will be a break until finals are over for me, because then I'll be free again, and you can start seeing more episodes of the show. It'll come back. I might get back to writing as well, so very, very excited for that. And the other reminder is that Cody Talks Fandom RTX special, that is still in need of a lot of things, actually. I'm currently at 0 signups, and I need signups, and I actually just got my second donation, which I don't know how much it is. Okay, there we go. And I'm still a ways away from it kind of being a possibility, so if you could, the links for both of those areas, the place where you can sign up, and the campaign are both in the description below, so if you could go to those, and I'll also have a link to the prior video where I explain all of this. So if you could support there or just simply get the word out a little bit more, that would be appreciated. But otherwise, I will see all of you the next time. Bye.